And to Gopnandini and to you also. Oh. Welcome. Some like so excellent perhaps. Somewhere. Automatically. Then who is teaching? Huh? Very good. You have some cassettes of song?
My mother has.
Oh. Very good tune. And songs also very good. Gauranga bolite habe Ulak sarira Gauranga bolite habe Ulak sarira Hari Hari bolite na Yane mabini अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरक्षिते गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर्या जुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरोभिनेदुं तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे तन्मय माम चरणं टिके. By humble obeisances into the lotus feet of my Paramaradha Guru Pad Padma Vishnu Pad Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. And unto the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. Oh, I want to clarify a question that so many are still asking and they are in confusion. What is the difference between Bhavamai sadhan and Bhava Sambandhi sadhan? I told here, also in my walking. So can you explain? Okay, you should try.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So Srila Gurudev has been explaining the 5 divisions of Bhav called Bhav Mai.
No, Bhav Saman. Not Bhav. Or sadhan.
Oh, yes.
These are all sadhan, not Bhav.
5 divisions of Raganuga sadhan in the stage of Bhav. Yes.
Why you use sadhan, Raganuga or anything? Bhavamai sadhan. Bhavamai sadhan.
So, first of all, there is Bhavamayi and Bhavasambandhi. So, Bhavamayi refers to the very sthayi bhav which a devotee has with Krishna. In one of the four...
What you told?
Sthayi bhav.
Why you are going to sthayi bhav? Clearly, in simple words you should look.
Okay. So, Bhavamayi
Better
means...
you should see.
Well, let me try. I will try.
I don't want to lose my time.
Because unless I try and get corrected by you, I'll never understand. Okay. So, I'm trying.
Very good.
Very subtle topic. So, Srila Gurudev has explained that Bhavamayi is referring to the permanent relationship that the devotee has in his ras with Krishna.
Devotee has or Ragatmik Bhakta has in their heart. What is? Still he is doing sadhan. So it is not still in his heart. But he wants to gain this.
He is aspiring for this.
Okay, go on. Better
So,
you hear one time more.
Okay.
What? No, I don't want to. Oh, you. In simple language.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So Srila Gurudev ordered me to try to express clearly and in simple language the difference between Bhavamai sadhan and Bhav Sambandhi. For those who are in the state of sadhan and they're trying very hard to cultivate devotional service for the attainment of bhav, if they are to be successful, specifically on the path of Raganuga Bhakti, then they'll have to very carefully observe 5 things, beginning with Bhavamai sadhan, Bhav Sambandhi, Bhav Anukul, Bhav Pratikul, and Bhav Abhiruddha. So the first one is called Bhavamai sadhan. It means that when the devotees' practices of hearing, chanting and remembering are completely saturated with one mood, such as Dasya Bhav, Satya Bhav, Vatsalya Bhav or Madhurya Bhav, then this is called Bhavamai sadhan. Mai means, there is prachur, profuse. His sadhan is composed of this mood. So this is called Bhavamai sadhan. So what is Bhav Sambandhi? So Bhav Sambandhi,
Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhur. No. He has heard from any devotee, Raganuga, of Ragatmik associates of Krishna. Siddham Subal, Sakha, like Vatsalya Ras from hearing of Mother Jasoda and Madhur Ras of devotee. He has heard now. Then he has agreed. And then he has aim and object that I want to same mood as one of them. No. He is practicing. He is still not coming, but he has agreed. And then the Shakha mood, what he wants, or Dasya mood, or Madhur, that mood, which he wants, his own aim and object. Oh, this is called Bhavmaya. Then he is doing Shraman, Kirtan, favorable to that, not all kinds of. Only favorable to that a particular rasa. If he has a thick greed for Madhur rasa, then favorable to this. Hear about gopis and Krishna. Then it is called Bhavmaya sadhana. And that kirtan is also Bhavmaya sadhana because they are supporting and nursing for that high bhav. Understand? No, that kirtan is not sambandhi. They are supporting and nourishing the main what? Shakharas or Pasandras. They are all Bhavmaya sadhana or Bhavmaya sadhana. And next, Bhav Sambandhi.
Bhav Sambandhi refers to if a person, they are trying to become absorbed in this Bhavmaya sadhana. So they will take help of that kirtan, that shravan, that smaran, which will transform into Bhavmaya sadhana. For example, if a person, they want to be falling in the moods of gopis of Vrindavan, or then they may sing the kirtans of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, like Yashomati Nandana, Brajaparanagara, Gokula Ranjanaka, Gopi Paranadana, Madana Manohara, Kalya Damana Vidan. But more Bhav Sambandhi than this. Oh, if they will sing Radha Krishna, Pranamor, Jugal Kishore, because this is very specific. How to serve Radha Krishna under guidance of Lalita Vishakha. And more specific than this, more Bhav Sambandhi. Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, Jardan Sampada. Say more Bhajana Puja.
But you should know also that from beginning from Guru Padashraya, no? Mantra jap, their mantra is some different of mood that Guru gives. Oh, Krishna and Gopi Sambandhi. That is clearly told in Sannyas Mantra. Here. And then, his most beloved Krishna and Nija Abhilashi. What you want? In what way you want to serve Krishna? That move. And pastimes with Krishna and gopis, or to anyone you like to follow. Naam, Roop, Gun, Leela. This thing. Like Sanatana Goswami, what he is telling? Sri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukund Govinda He Nanda Kishore Krishna Harsi Yasoda Tanaya Prasida Shri Vallavi Jeevan Radhi. Oh, Radhikesh. He wants Radhikesh. All are like Visheshan, adjective. Oh, his mom is because he is Long Manjari. So that move. So all these are to hear, to do kirtan and smaran and all kinds of paricharya services are called bhava sambandhi sadhana. Later on, by practicing, they will be bhavamay. They are upadan karan of bhavamay. So you should try to realize very hard. But even hearing and here and practicing it, but very rare. Now we are coming to subject. We have told about Dhruva. Oh, Sanatana Goswami has never counted Dhruva in pure bhakti. Then Gyan Bhakti, Prahlad Maharaj is pure bhakti, but having some opulence, aishwarya, that my Krishna is everywhere, and in Krishna all whole world is there. So this relation and this seen everywhere, it is called aishwarya bhav. So he thinks that, oh, what can I serve him? He has no appetite, hunger or anything. He never tired. So no use of messaging like Hanuman. So though it is pure bhakti and uttama bhakti, and Prahlad Maharaj is siddha. What? Perfect. But yet something lacking. Service is not there in him. He wants to serve. So how? By Sravanam and by Kirtan. Especially by Krishna. Oh. After this he cannot do anything. Only these things. But we see that more superior. In some case, though Ambarish Maharaj is not siddha, not perfect, he is sadhak. But what kind of sadhak? Bhav bhakti. Not Vaidhi bhakti sadhak, not kanishta, not madhyam. Like he has moved, bhav. So bhav sadhak, bhav bhakti sadhak. And also, he is not siddha. Prahlad Maharaj is siddha and Mahabhagavat. He has not become Mahabhagavat still. Oh, Bhagavat, and he will be Mahabhagavat very soon. But he is, in some case, he is superior than Prahlad. Like Prahlad can never be superior than Shankar and Brahma. But in some case, having seva, what is called like superior. Brahma cannot be. Prahlad cannot be superior than Brahma. Oh, in some cases, like that. And here, Sanatana Goswami want to say here, to show that, oh, they have done so much services to Lord, and they are very near and dear to Krishna, but we don't. We are not so much. In this case only. In the same way, he is Sadhak, Ambarish Maharaj, not Siddha. Prahlad Maharaj is Siddha and Mahabhagavat, Bhagavatottam, and one of the Mahajan too. Ambarish Maharaj where? He is a sadhak of bhav bhakti, not perfect. But in some cases he is superior than. In what way? Oh, no opulence in Ambarish. He is serving in his sadhana even by the whole senses, as it has been told in Bhakti Rasam, Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam, and in Chaitanya Charitamrita it has been told, Sarva Indriya Krishna Anusilanam. Prahlad Maharaj cannot do by Sarvendriya. What he can do? By hands? By feet? What he? But Ambarish Maharaj is practicing. What? Serving deity by all means. What is that? Oh, you should tell Ambarish Maharaj just in brief. Can you? Or some difficulty?
Om Jnanam Timarandasya Jnanam Jana Salakaya Chaksuram Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Srila Gurudev has ordered me to speak a few words about the glories of Ambarish Maharaj. As it's stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, he engaged all of his senses in the service of the Lord. Savari Mana Krishna Padara Vindar. First he engaged his mind in thinking of the lotus feet of the Lord, his hands in cleaning the temple, his nose in smelling the incense and flowers offered to the deity.
You should try to follow how a sadhak Ambarish Maharaj is serving, using all senses. Oh, we should try. Like Rup Sanatan, Shad Goswami, it has been told. In the same way.
His feet in walking to the temple of the Lord, his hands in touching the pure devotees of the Lord. So in this way he was always engaged. Although he had a whole kingdom to rule, he was personally engaged in the service of the deity. And just as one orders his citizens or ministers, he was always very strict in ordering his mind to always think of the lotus feet of Krishna. You're all familiar with the history of how he was willing to go to hell as long as he wouldn't give up his bhakti by following Ekadasi. Maharaj Ambarish heard from pure devotees about the Madhurya Leela pastimes of the Lord, and he himself had his kingdom in Mathura, and in Mathura there's Vrindavan. So he was engaged in Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevaya. He would go to the pastime places of the Lord, particularly the Lord's Madhurya Leela pastimes. He was engaging his mind in Astaka Leela Smaranam, the eightfold or 24-hour-a-day pastimes of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna, hearing from pure devotees. So he was serving Seva Sadhaka Rupena, Siddha Rupena Chatrahi. He was engaging his internally conceived, spiritually perfected form, because he's a Bhav Sadhak. And that means Sadhak aspiring for Prema Bhakti. So he was already experiencing his Swarup within his material body. Not so material, but he still had his material covering. But he was still experiencing his Swarup. And in his Swarup, he was serving in the pastimes. In his Sadhaka body, he was serving the deity of the Lord. So internally and externally. The reason that he's not considered as a Premi Bhakta or a perfected devotee is because he doesn't have yet his Vastu Siddhi. He has Swarup Siddhi. That is, internally he's engaged in the Leela pastime services of the Lord, but externally he still has this body. So he has Swarup Siddha Bhakti, not Vastu Siddha, and therefore he's in some ways superior to Prahlad Maharaj, but not in the sense that he hasn't reached his perfection yet. And he, as you know, he wanted to observe Ekadasi. So he was observing the fast, and at that time Durvasa Rishi came to his palace to on his own invitation for prasad. But at that time, Ambarish Maharaj could not offer him anything because he himself was fasting, and he could not, he did not even himself take water. He was thinking, what should I do now? I have to serve Maharaj Ambarish, who's come, but I can't, at that time, I can't now break my fast. So what should I do? Thinking and thinking, he decided, even his brahmanas couldn't think of the answer, but because he's a self-realized soul, he understood that if I take water, then I'll be breaking my fast, and at the same time, not breaking my fast. So he decided to take water while his guest was out bathing, that is, Durvasa Rishi was out bathing before he was going to feed his guest. So he had to think, I'll go against the etiquette and take something before my guest takes if I follow the Ekadasi rules of taking now pardon. That is, we have to take something to break the Ekadasi at the exact right time. One who observes a complete fast, not taking even water, can break the fast by water. So he thought, I'll just take water. I have a choice. If I don't follow Ekadasi, then I'll lose my bhakti, because Ekadasi is Krishna himself, and Ekadasi is Bhakti Devi herself. So I'll lose my bhakti, and if I offend Maharaj Ambarish, then surely for offending a brahmana,
or Durvasa.
I'm sorry, what did I say? Durvasa, then surely I'll go to hell. But if I go to hell with bhakti, that's better than going to heaven without bhakti. So he decided to keep his bhakti, and as you know the history, Durvasa came back because he realized in his trance while he was bathing that Ambarish Maharaj had taken the water.
Not water, Charanamritam.
Charanamritam, not ordinary water. This was the water that had bathed the Lord's lotus feet. So he came back and he was very angry. So he pulled a hair from his head and he threw that hair, and that hair became a fire demoness. And the demoness came to attack Maharaj Ambarish. But Maharaj Ambarish was accustomed to absorbing himself in the Leela of the Lord. So with folded palms and weeping, tears flowing from his eyes, he continued to meditate on the pastimes of the Lord, knowing and not worrying about it, knowing that Krishna would protect him. If Krishna wants to save me, he can. If Krishna wants to kill me, he can. So at that time, Krishna had previously made a promise that whoever is fully absorbed in me and dependent on me, I protect him with my very chakra, who we know now by the mercy of Srila Gurudev is Lord Nrsingadev himself. So Krishna threw his chakra, and that chakra first burnt up that fire demon to ashes, and then pursued Durvasa Muni. As Gurudev said the other day, when Chakra wanted to cut off the head of Shishupal, he did so instantly. But with Durvasa, because Durvasa Muni is actually not a demon, not proud even, he's a Premi Bhakta, but he performed this pastime willing to take the bad guy position just to glorify the pure devotee Maharaj Ambarish. So that chakra followed Ambarish Durvasa Muni to Lord Shiva, who wouldn't give him protection, to Brahma, who wouldn't give him protection, and finally he went to Ramapriya Vaikuntha, the local Vaikuntha planet within this material world, to pray to the Lord for protection. So in essence, the Lord told him that I can't give you protection. You'll have to go back to my devotee to get protection. Because by offending my devotee, by trying to kill my devotee, I live in the heart of my devotee. So by giving my devotee pain, you're giving me pain. You're asking me to give you shelter, but how can I give you shelter? Maharaj Ambarish is Sharanaga to me. He didn't care that some demoness, fire demoness, was coming to kill him. He was absorbed and dependent on me, completely fearless. But you're supposed to be a big yogi and rishi, maharshi, powerful mystic yogi, and you were petrified when my chakra came to you. So you're not at all surrendered to me. Why should I protect you? He said, I am owned by my devotee. I have no independence. I live in my devotee. So Maharaj Durvasa Rishi told him, in essence, Srila Gurudev explained, although it's not in the Bhagavatam particularly, it's within the commentary of Srila Viswanath Chakrabarti Thakur and in the heart of Srila Gurudev, that Durvasa Muni told the Lord, Bhagavan, that why are you just blaming me? Why don't you blame him? I never go to anybody's house, but I went to his house, his palace, because he invited me. So I went because he showed me respect, but when I got there, he took something before me. Why don't you blame him? So Bhagavan told him, you're so foolish, you're such a rascal. He had to observe Akadasi Puran, and that was my Charanamrit. He was following bhakti. He didn't do anything against etiquette. So you're not really a Brahmin, because a Brahmin does austerities for benefit of others. When austerities are performed and knowledge is attained to hurt others, then that very Brahmin is not a Brahmin, but he destroys his own self. So you should go back to Maharaj Ambarish. And Maharaj Ambarish was so pure that when he had been praying the whole year and fasting the whole year, blaming himself for what had happened to Durvasa Muni. So when Durvasa Muni came back and fell at his feet, and he'd also been praying to Chakra to please don't disturb this yogi, don't kill him. So when he came back and fell at the feet of Maharaj Ambarish, our Srila Prabhupada said that Maharaj Ambarish said, yes, please immediately take all the results of my pious activities and immediately be delivered. So because of his Vaishnava behavior, Durvasa Muni realized what is the glory of the Vaishnava. And he himself followed in his footsteps. He's already a Premi Bhakta. He even associated with the gopis. But to show the glory of Maharaj Ambarish, he showed that he was gradually himself becoming a Vaishnava. So Maharaj Ambarish is this very great Bhav Sadak, teaching us how to worship Akadasi, and practically speaking, in many ways, even as good as Hanuman, who you'll hear be glorified next, although Hanuman is superior in the sense that he has Vastu Siddhi and he's serving with his full body.
Thank you. I forgot to tell something that regarding Jnani Bhakta, that not only Prahlad Maharaj was Jnani Bhakta, Bhisham Pitama, Sanak Sanandan in their first career, and so many. You know, Bhisham Pitama, he fought against Krishna, and he, with his arrow, shooted Arjun and Krishna too. So how he can be Bhakta? And again, actually, he was fighting Krishna, and he was taking the side of demon Duryodhana against pure Bhakta Pandava. So why we can think that he was Jnani Bhakta like Prahlad Maharaj? Oh, if you will read Mahabharata, then you can realize. Really, the tendency, like Jashoda Ma between Krishna, and he is binding him what? Grinder. Krishna is weeping, but yet it is very high class of one. She is controlling him, Krishna. Why? For the pleasure of Krishna. Thinking future. as a lovely son. What is the duty of a mother to his most beloved son? So that she is doing. So no pratikul bhav. So it is high class of bhakti. Similarly, here, but not like Jashoda, like Prahlad Maharaj. What Bhisham Pitama is fighting only by the wish of Krishna. If he is not fighting by the side of Duryodhana, then Mahabharata Yuddha was not there. Because only on the strength of Bhishama Pitama, he was fighting Duryodhana, Pandava. And he has so a strong faith that by the help of Bhisham Pitama, Pandava will be defeated and we will own the battle. What can? No. You know, cannot do anything against Arjuna. He cannot do. So he was not given first, second, third chance for being commander-in-chief of the army. After Bhisham Pitama Dronacharya. Then I want to tell you that Bhisham Pitama, though fighting against Pandavas, against Krishna, but why pinching the arrows in the body of Arjuna, and why this nonsense? This Goswami tells that a demon was in him. Demon means who? Demon was, and that is why you are. But really, this is the thing that Bhisham Pitama, like Prahlad Maharaj, he knew and always knew this fact that Krishna is Supreme Lord. Any worldly arrow or anything cannot touch. No hunger, no pain, nothing, no Agni can touch Krishna. Air cannot touch, fire cannot touch, any arrow cannot touch. So he was doing like this. And that is why he is Jnani Bhakta. Once you should know how the high class of Bhakta. Once fighting was going on. And this fellow, Duryodhana, he was thinking that what Bhisham Pitama is doing. I see that he even fighting from our side, but he wants that Pandavas should be won. They should own the battle. In heart he has, and he has so much affection for Pandava. So he went directly to him. Oh, Pitama, I only trust on you, and for you I am fighting. Why you could not tell me first that I should not fight against Pandavas? Oh, why you are telling so? I am doing to my best ability for you. Oh, if you want in one day, you can finish whole army of Pandavas, and Pandavas fight every month. He told. Anyhow, I want a word that you will help me in winning that battle. He told that I cannot tell this, but come with your wife in the midnight when I am in trance at that time. So, Duryodhana went to his wife and told that in the night you should be ready, I will bring chariot and you should be in my chariot and you will go to Bhisham Pitama. he will be in trance and very powerful. So benediction he may go give that you should be Saubhagyavati. Saubhagyavati, your husband will not die. Anyone cannot kill him. So by this one, we can own Pandavas. Then she was ready, but in the evening, from evening when battle was stopped in the evening night, then heavy rain came with so much wind. So Krishna did it. So rain more and more coming, more and more. And also what? Thunderbolts. And so much wind coming. So he was waiting, but increasing. Then he told that today it has been late. And not possible to go to Bhishma Pita, which we will go tomorrow. And in the meantime, Krishna called Draupadi, "Oh my Sakhi, be ready. We will go to Bhishma Pitama just now. Don't care for raining, so heavy rain. Come in my chariot." And Draupadi came, and he told something. "Oh, you will have to do something." And then they went. And then Krishna stopped his chariot on the door, on the tent, door of tent. And at that time, he took umbrella. And in that shade, he told that you should go there. And she went. He took bell up to here, that Bhishma Pitama should not see him. And when he went, she went. She met something, tree, that his tongues go away. And then when tongues went, then Bhishma Pitama told, Bhanumati, wife of Duryodhana, you have come very good. You bhava, Saubhagyavati bhava. Akhanda Saubhagyavati. What means? Anyone cannot kill your husband. And you will be happy always with your husband. It means, Pandava will be defeated. And thus he will be king. Whole kingdom will be of Duryodhana. In the meantime, Draupadi took his bell up and began to smile and did pranam lamba. And when he saw, this is not a Bhanumati, Draupadi. Draupadi, you, from where you came? And who brought you in this rainy season? Then, I think you have come with that black pretty person. Where he is? Standing, waiting for me. And then he himself went and did pranam to Krishna. Keshav, you are very tricky person. I wanted to give boon. Really, I don't want. And I never wanted that Duryodhana should be like this. I want that Pandava should won the battle. But anyhow, Duryodhana requested, and I will do it. But you are tricky. You saved me, and Pandavas too. And Krishna took Draupadi to Bhishma Pitamaha life. And that is we call him Jnani Bhakta. Always is in favor of Bhakta, Pandavas and others. Sanat Sanandam, Sanat Kumar, in their first career, they were Jnani Bhakta. But only by the mercy of their father, Brahma, they smelt something from Vaikuntha, a deer wrapped with sandal coat, and was given in the lotus feet of Narayana. And from there a smell came. And by the power of Brahma it went into nose of. At once they followed. And from where it is coming. And they followed and went there. They have power to go there. So they went there and saw beautiful Narayana. Now, up till now, they were worshipping whom? Nirvishesh. No form of Krishna. But these are all very beautiful form. They were charmed and they gave up that idea and they became pure. So they were also. So we should try to know all these things and follow now Ambarish. But what Ambarish? He told that, oh, I have no quality. I serve my deities, not directly to Krishna. Though I want that I am reached to serve, but I cannot. If you want to see direct service to Krishna, that is his Ram. Oh, you can go where? Oh, you can go to Till Purush or Ram. Arjuna. And hearing this, he became very happy. And he went. So, this is first Jnani Bhakta, then Shuddha Bhakta, but it is practicing Bhakti Yog Sadhana. And then Siddha Hanuman. He went there. And what he saw? How many wonderful things. We will discuss it later on. Tomorrow on, when we will go in Sanford. Today is drama play. They should be ready. Drama wala, they should be ready. And you should sing a kirtan. And you should be ready if time will be. Quickly. Oh, back to go. 5 minutes. But here, oh my God, unfortunately, that
You can hypnotize me with a glance. You're the thief to steal away my heart. I wish I could trust you, but your crooked smile dances on a serpent for your lover's eyes. Be merciful to me, 'cause I'm so long waiting. Be merciful to me, I'm all alone. You were there before I knew your name. You could hear me calling out in pain. All my dreams are broken, all that's left for me is to find the shelter of your servant's feet. Be merciful to me, 'cause I'm so long waiting. Be merciful to me, I'm all alone. Be merciful to me, 'cause I'm so long waiting. Be merciful to me, I'm just a fool. Jai Guru, Jai Guru.
Seattle, Maitreya Muni Prabhu, could you stand up and let everybody know? He's a regional distributor for the Northwest area in Seattle, and anybody who needs books in that area can see him. In Berkeley and Oakland, Kavidat Prabhu, please stand up. Hare Krishna. And here in Bajer, Nanda Gopal Prabhu. In San Diego, Jayanta Prabhu. Where are you?
Bajer.
Jayanta, over there. Anybody who needs books in San Diego. And Los Angeles, Jagmohan Prabhu. And Govinda Dasi.
We are standing there. Upananda.
Upananda Prabhu will be staying in the Los Angeles temple to help. And San Diego to help them with book distribution. Also a new distributor in Canada and Vancouver. Prasastya Prabhu, where are you? So tomorrow there'll be a class, Atul Krishna Prabhu will be giving class at 10 o'clock. At 11 o'clock there'll be another meeting on the practical application of book distribution. I'd like to invite everybody to come. Ashram Maharaj, Bhaktisar Maharaj, other sannyasis will be there talking about their experiences. We have 3 programs that I just want to announce quickly that need help for donation of books. If any devotees feel inspired to donate some money to these programs for buying books and distributing, we'd appreciate it. The first is a prison program. There are over 800 prisoners all over the United States. And there's one devotee, Dr. Chris Matthews in Knoxville, Tennessee, that has a group of devotees writing letters to them and sending them books. So he's asking for donations for books, Gurudev's books, Prabhupada's books, to go to all the prisons. If you're interested in donating to this, please see me or Nishinta Prabhu. Secondly, we have some ladies traveling, preaching programs that need some books. If you yourself cannot distribute books and you would like to give some donation for this, it's greatly appreciated. And thirdly, in Africa, Ashram Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Ashram Maharaj, would like to say a few words about his program and those that would be interested in helping him. Hare Krishna.
So I'll be very quick because I know time is of the essence. Basically, in February, we're hoping that Srila Gurudev will be coming to Nigeria for his first trip to Africa. Srila Gurudev has toured the whole world, but one part that his 2 lotus feet have embraced is Africa. So devotees in Nigeria, they're very enthusiastically starting to prepare for Gurudev's coming to Africa in February. So in preparation for that, we're starting a every town and village program in Nigeria. Sajan Maharaj, he was already there, and he can attest to the enthusiasm of the people in Nigeria and Africa in general. For instance, just 3 months ago, we were in Nigeria, and we went to one town, Ibadan, and we went to a Muslim community of about 800 people. And they were so enthusiastic. It was about the best reception in kirtan that I've ever been in. The whole place was completely rocking. And they had their own beads, Muslim japa beads. And they took out their beads and closed their eyes and went with me to the bank of the Ganges and chanted Hare Krishna. And then after, we got into an enthusiastic kirtan. After that, then we went to some villages. And we got there 2 days before. And then we sent the village town crier. He would just go out, beat his drum, and invite people to the program. And every evening we had 500 to 1,000 people coming from 5 evenings. So it's a very, very fertile field. In fact, 2 years ago, here in Bajer, I was explaining how good Brazil was, and I was being boo-hooed. And then when Gurudev went last time, 120 people went and took initiation. So this time when Gurudev comes to Nigeria, we want to double it. Double it. So we're asking any help that you can give here specifically towards books, or you can come, help, and come before Gurudev comes, we're going to have a festival going around the country, and which will culminate in Gurudev's coming. Also, we'll have TV shows, which will be starting from July, leading up to February when Gurudev comes.
It's good professor. I like it. But only I fear that I should not be black complexion.
No. By Gurudev coming to Africa, then all the golden forms of the Africans will start to manifest more and more.
Very quickly, I would just like to introduce Gautama Prabhu, who has today accepted the Vanaprastha order from Srila Gurudev. He's a senior Srila Prabhupada disciple and also one of the top book distributors in ISKCON ever in Los Angeles Temple. So we're very, very happy to have him join our Sangha and help us.
But I wish that he should be steady and he should be always with me or you or any pure devotee, and he should distribute. He should not be weak at any time, and he should follow principles. My blessings to you.
I wanted to report something that got passed by, but the kitchen staff wanted to let Srila Gurudev know that on Anakut Mahamahotsava, 675 preparations were made. So tonight, we're going to continue Sri Nard's journey as he's searching for the greatest recipient of Sri Krishna's mercy. But I just wanted to say, I feel that for sure we have the greatest recipient of Sri Krishna's mercy right here amongst us. Thank you so much for coming. I think Nirgun Prabhu had some announcement to make just before we begin the drama.
Is there any microphones anywhere? Anybody around anywhere?